Test, test.
Hey, Derek.
Not working. Test, can you hear me? Oh. All righty, well, good morning once again here on Wednesday morning. This is known as Gold Ball Wednesday. Nick Fairley, alongside myself, Jeremy Caldwell. And, Nick, we've had a couple good days so far here in this tournament. And this is the day, one of the days that they play for, as see who takes home the gold ball. And we got a 16U boys D1 game here between HSAA Angels and the Bluegrass Blazers. The Bluegrass won the tip, missed a three from the corner. Angels will bring the ball up.
Yeah, quick pace early on, both ways. Good rebound there.
Yeah, that's going to be a bucket there by Isaiah Sanders off the glass. Right off the bat, the first possession was a foul off of Andrew Cash early on, right after the tip. But Blazers with their second possession here. Deep shot.
Another offensive rebound.
Yep, that's going to be a foul on number 3. I believe that's going to be Andre Cash's second foul early in the game here. And we're barely 45 seconds into the game, and Cash has 2 fouls, and Blazers going to the free throw line, shooting 2. That's number 21, Miller Wood. Knocks down the first one. Looks like this is going to be an up-tempo, fast-paced game here. Early on, try to get the blood flowing. He knocks down the second.
Both teams got to key in on the defensive glass. Second chance points for both teams to start it off.
Yeah, we got a 2-2 ball game as both teams come in scoring early. Another foul. That's going to be on 21 Wood. He's battling Cash in the post down there.
Yeah, that's Miller Wood. Looks like 3 brothers, Miller, Grant, and Barron.
Almost stolen in the middle.
Travel.
Going to be a turnover there. That's going to be on number 20, Isaiah Sanders.
Just got a little sped up there. Sanders had the early bucket, though, on the second chance point.
Blazers slow it down a little bit as the Angels come out in a little full court press. Able to break it.
Another second chance opportunity.
Yeah, another offensive rebound by the Blazers.
Another second chance point.
Yep, put back by Jonathan Thomas. That was a great job by him to crash the boards. His teammate got the offensive boards in the bottom corner, able to find him slashing. That's going to be a slap down on number 24. So we've had a little theme here. Is if you score a bucket on one end, you commit a foul on the other defensively. So that foul is going to be on Jonathan Thomas right after he scores a bucket, commits a foul. So let's hope that don't continue. We'll be in for a long game.
Both teams just feeling each other out right now. Good drive.
Going to be a blocking foul. It's going to be on number 44 for the Blazers, Grant Brashear. It's going to send Cash to the free throw line shooting 2. And I believe we've had almost a foul every possession so far here early in this game.
I think we have. 5 quick fouls total.
Cash unable to knock down the first free throw. And we have a 4-2 ball game and 5 fouls already. You got to think that's got a little bit to do with nerves. Cash knocks down the second free throw. Makes it 4-3. But, both teams probably amped up a little bit. Oh, that's a great backdoor cut on a give and go to number 11. That's going to be Dolan as he finishes.
Get 3 buckets from 3 different players for the Blazers.
Well, the theme is Should be a foul here on Dolan on this possession.
Timeout.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout by the Angels of HSAA out of Dallas. We're going to stay here and give a little intro to the two teams. We have HSAA Dallas out of Dallas, Texas. They're in the blue with the white letters, and they are playing the Bluegrass Blazers out of Bluegrass, Kentucky. And I believe the Bluegrass Blazers are playing in the Southeast Regional, and HSAA are from the Big South Regional. So they're matching up here today to see which team is going to take home the gold ball, as this is the first gold ball game of the season for this 2024 national tournament. Coming out of the timeout, let's see what the Angels coach drew up here. See if he drew up a scoring play, as they'll be patient enough to move the ball around. Kelly with the ball up top, kicks it to the corner with the drive by Hayes. Good block by Dolan. And they're out and running, the Blazers are.
You can tell the Blazers want to push. Good box out there.
Great job by the Angels not to give up another offensive rebound. Nice give and go by the Angels.
Both teams want to run.
Yeah, they really got that blood flowing this morning. Deep three by Wood, unable to get it to fall. Another defensive rebound.
That was a good rebound backside box out by Sanders.
Another foul here. It's a great drive by number 2, Richard Holcomb. And then that foul, I believe, was on number 24, if I'm not mistaken. Jonathan Thomas, which that's going to be his second foul. And he sends Holcomb to the free throw line, as he has a good left-handed form. I don't know about you, Nick, but I haven't seen many left-handed shooters that don't have a good form.
Yeah, it's pretty. On that backside for the HSAA Angels, I like the rebounding and box out by Sanders. Got a key in. I'm sure their coach talked about that. Second chance points for their first 4 points of the game. Got to prevent those chances.
Yeah, both teams were giving up a few offensive rebounds the first possessions, and both have seemed to shore that up and limiting the offensive opportunities by both teams. That was a good drive, good kick.
Coach wants a timeout. A little discombobulated that possession.
Yeah, that's Coach for the Blazers calls a 30-second timeout. There looked to be a little confusion there, as they couldn't seem to get any type of rhythm, and bobbled the ball a few times in and out. Looks like both teams are starting to settle in a little bit, be a little bit more patient offensively. And right now we're in a 6-5 ball game with the Blazers with the lead, and only a 1-point lead here. 3:23 to go, but we've only played about 3.5 minutes. And they've been up and down the floor. Both teams have had probably 5 to 6 possessions each. So you got to have your legs ready if you're the referees, because these boys are running early.
Yep, longer court for these guys than they've probably played most of the year. See if the track meet continues. Good off-ball movement for both teams. Screen the screener action.
Almost got the steal there. It's going to be a long rebound tipped out by the Angels, but Blazers did a really good job of letting that go out of bounds and not getting trapped out here by the half-court line. Blazers lose the ball out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover. Ball back over to the Angels. And I don't think Kelly's teammates have noticed that they're pressuring him in the backcourt, unless they just have enough confidence that he's going to bring the ball up himself, which they do.
Yep. It's the man press. Everyone else cleared out. Trust your point guard.
Usually in a And a man press right there. Usually, if you have a good enough point guard, they should be able to beat a man press by itself.
Another blocking foul. 2 more shots for Cash.
That foul is going to be on 44, Grant Brashear. That's going to be his second foul. So Jonathan Thomas and Grant Brashear, both with 2 fouls apiece, according to our sheet. We are not the official book. And that's going to send Cash back to the free throw line shooting 2, as he went 1 for 2 the first time. Knocks down the first one. And that's going to be a substitution as Holcomb comes out, and 22 for the Angels, Hudson Hayes, comes into the ball game. Gets himself a little action here in this goal ball game. Knocks it down by Cash as they take the lead now. They're up 7-6. We've had a few lead changes here early on in this goal ball game.
Good defense sliding the feet there.
Yeah, Angels playing a man defense. Blazers running an offense that a lot of teams call the Hurricane, where they just run it up top back and forth. That was a deep 3 by Wilson, but unable to get it to fall. Little switch here on the Angels as they move Hayes to the point guard.
Oh, tough pass.
Yeah, that's off of Moore's hands out of bounds. I think he was looking to shoot before he corralled the ball and had possession. So another turnover here for the Angels.
Oh, just missed it. And again, a great box out from Sanders.
Yeah, and then Cash able to go up and bring that down. A drive by Kelly. Draws another foul by the Blazers. That's going to be on number 42, Barron Wilson, his first foul, but that's going to be the 6th team foul already here in the first quarter for the Blazers. And that's going to be a long game, committing that many fouls in a quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have to clean it up. Don't want your players fouling out. Two on Brashear and 2 on Thomas as well.
Yeah, and Kelly is unable to knock down the first free throw. He'll get another opportunity here on the second one. Able to knock that down. So early on here, the Angels have really only made 1 field goal, but they've knocked down 6 out of their 8 free throws to take this 8-6 lead. So that's a lot of free throws to shoot here in this goal ball game in the first quarter, as they've shot 8 already.
It shows they're getting inside, drawing that contact. Not settling for those outside shots. Good wall up there from Wilson.
Another box out by Sanders. He's doing a really good job on the defense there.
Yep. Running the floor. Kelly, 2nd field goal of the game. 3 points for him. You can tell HSAA really wants to get out and run, get easy buckets in transition.
Deep corner 3, off the mark. That was a good box out by Thomas. Blazers trying to settle down a little bit. 42 seconds to go. They're down 10-6 in this first quarter.
Oh,
way to stay with it there.
3rd chance point.
By 42, Barron Wilson. He had the drive. I think he had the ball tipped on the first initial shot. Got his rebound, missed it, got his second rebound, and then able to put it back. So a great job to stay with it there and then come up with a defensive rebound. And with the opportunity to tie at the end of the quarter, the Blazers will hold for 1 shot, 6 seconds to go.
Little horns action.
Wilson with the ball up top, gets to the corner, back to Wilson, back to the top for Brashear. Almost got it to go. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter in this up-tempo, fast-paced, high-impact game here. HSAA leads the Bluegrass Blazers 10-8. We'll take a timeout and be back after this. Welcome back. Nick Fairley alongside myself, Jeremy Caldwell, here on this boys 16U D1 gold ball game. Man, what a first quarter we had, Nick.
Yeah, high pace, high action, a lot of free throws, a lot of fouls. See if both teams settle in here. But I've really been impressed with Sanders defensively rebounding. Another foul.
That foul is going to be on 21, Miller Wood. And as we have mentioned before here throughout the broadcast this week, the new foul rules, free throw rules in high school basketball, as number 22, that's going to be Hudson Hayes, unable to knock down the first free throw. So now with the new high school rules and for free throws and fouls, you get 5 fouls per quarter before you get to the bonus, and there is no more 1-and-1. It goes straight to 2-shot fouls after that. So that has definitely been a difference maker in some of these games. One like today where HSAA shot 8 free throws in the first quarter and started the second quarter shooting 2 as well.
You're missing both, though. Got to hit your free throws.
Oh, good drive there by number 21, Wood.
He's got 4 points.
Miller Woods had a really good game. They've had four different people score for the Bluegrass Blazers, and they tie the game up at 10 with that reverse layup. Patel is in the game for HSAA. Good job by Kelly. Offensive rebound, kicks it out to Cash. Cash drives, tries to go off the glass, unable to.
Good rebound.
Patel almost corralled the offensive rebound, but unable to as the Bluegrass Blazers come down with it.
Both teams have done a good job moving without the basketball.
Yeah, but both teams have a lot of energy here, a lot of screens, a lot of post-ups. Almost got that to go off the glass. Thomas did. Unable to get it to fall. Another defensive rebound by the Angels. They get it to Kelly, their point guard, as he brings the ball up the floor.
Yeah, you'd like to see Thomas catch that ball in the post a little bit deeper so he doesn't have to do the work. You want to do the work early before you even get the ball. Tough fadeaway.
A way to follow his shot. Unable to corral it. Another offensive rebound opportunity by Patel, but just falls out of his hands, out of bounds. The ball goes back to the Bluegrass Blazers. And as you mentioned earlier, you know, on those post moves, if you're the big man, like you said, you want to try to do all your work early before you get the ball.
Little blitz
to where
double.
Most of the time you just have to do one quick move.
Good finish.
That was a good drive there by 21. That's Miller Wood. He's got 6 points here for Bluegrass as they take a 12-10 lead off of that drive. Drive by Hudson Hayes.
Good rebound.
Off and running once again, the Blazers are. Oh, good job on that outside. Barron Wilson there had the ball on the wing. He kind of turned like he was going to go back to the half court. Once the defender flipped his hips, turned back around, went baseline, and had a wide open layup to the goal. So very smart basketball move by Wilson there, and that gives him his second field goal of the game and gives him 4. And they take an early 14-10 lead here in the second quarter as they have outscored the Angels 6-0. So that led to a timeout be called by coach of the Angels here. Going to try to get his guys settled back down a little bit. They've gotten some good looks and some offensive rebounds on the offensive side, just unable to convert them. And, you know, Sanders has come out of the game, and since he's came out of the game, Patel came in to take his place. And Patel has had a couple opportunities for some offensive rebounds, just not able to corral and take possession of the basketball. It's been tipped out of his hands a little bit. So,
yeah, just 2 field goals for HSAA, almost a quarter and a half into the game. Free throws have really kept them in this game.
Yeah, they've knocked down 6 free throws of their 10 points. So, you know, if you're coach of the Blazers, you really want to see if your team can start knocking down some field goals here.
Looks like we'll get a press out of this. More of a zone look here.
Yeah, Garrison Pitts comes into the game. He's number 0, so you see he has some blue tape covering up one of his numbers.
Big shot there for Patel.
Yeah, that's a good timeout there by the Blazers. By the Angels. Had a nice drawn up play. Got Patel open for a corner 3. And just like that, we're back to a 1-point ball game as the Blazers try to throw it over the top, but good job by the Angels to get back and tip that ball out of bounds.
No one accounted for him on the backside.
Yeah, that was a great inbound play by the Blazers as they did the curl. Wood come around the corner and able to get a wide open layup. Cash comes right back, takes it to the paint, knocks it in off the glass. That's his first field goal of the game. His 5th point as he has 3 free throws in the first quarter. Blazers come down, calling the play. Wood's got the ball in the corner. Back up to the top to Dolan.
Yep, hold.
That's going to be on Garrison Pitts with the hold across the baseline. And you had mentioned earlier a lot of those fouls are caused because of the off-ball motion and movement by the players of the Blazers. You know, even though they don't have the ball in their hands, there's a lot of movement and motion going on by these Blazers players.
They move with a purpose.
Constantly moving without the ball, setting back screens for each other. You can tell they're well coached and they've played well together. It's going to be another foul by Pitts as he thought he had the steal.
That's 2 quick fouls for Pitts. A lot of screen-the-screener actions for the Blazers. They'll set that back screen for the cross for a potential post-up. Then someone will come down and screen the person who just set that screen. So good movement, good action.
Dolan with the ball up top. He kicks it to the corner. Back up to the top for Brashear. Back to Dolan. Dolan with the mid-range floater. Good free throw jumper there by Dolan. And gets him his 2nd field goal. Almost a turnover, and they do throw it away as they kind of trap Pitts down here in the corner. He tries to throw it across court and just threw it a little too high.
In the zone press, you want to be composed, throwing a couple pump fakes, get the defense jumping, but there they just got a little over anxious.
Yeah, and Ella Hughes comes into the game for Hudson Hayes. Dolan once again with the drive and finish. Dolan's having a good quarter here.
6 points for the game now.
Yeah, he's done a really good job driving the ball.
Got to take advantage here, 2-on-1. Like to see him go for the layup there.
Yeah, they had the numbers in the paint and they kicked it out for a 3.
Athletic finish. Wow.
Dolan has taken over this game here in the 3rd quarter as Dolan and Miller Wood both have 6 points apiece here in the 2nd quarter. Deep 3 by Garrison Pitts, and then it's going to be an over-the-back call by Hughes for HSA. And Blazers doing a really good job of boxing out, running the floor, and getting back on defense. And that's gonna cause a timeout by the Angels here, as coach of the Angels is going to try to get his guys back involved here. It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them, and we're going to go to the break with the Blazers up 22-15. All righty, we're back from the timeout here. Last time there was a timeout, Angels came right out of the timeout, hit a corner three. This time they're on defense. So let's see if they can get a stop and get a score offensively. Well, they got the turnover. Little miscommunication there between 42 Wilson and Wood. So after the timeout, if you're the Angels, you got the turnover you needed. So let's see if you can get on the points on the board. Cash takes a deep two-pointer, knocks it down. So that's two good timeouts, the Angels. They scored coming out of both of them. So
you're just settling these guys down.
Yeah, the players have reacted well to the coach in his timeouts and have came out and executed. Dolan with the ball up top. Good drive there, but unable to finish. Defensive rebound by the Angels, and they're out and running. Sanders in the corner with the ball. Back up top.
The Blazers went on a run with Sanders on the bench. So we'll see if HSAA can go on a run. Sanders has provided a lot of good rebounding.
Yeah, he's a big body, athletic in the paint.
Plays with a high motor too. Good block there.
Yeah, it's a good job defensively on Cash there as number 24, Jonathan Thomas, did a really good job of holding his ground and not leaving his feet. Oh, good seal. That was a good seal by Brashear, but weak side help come over, tied him up, and got the tie up. Possession error in favor of the Blazers. So they're going to keep possession.
That's been two inbounds plays where they've just forgot about the weak side and got two easy layups out of that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like HSAA was really set when they inbounded the ball. And 24 there, Jonathan Thomas was wide open on the weak side. That might be the easiest layup he gets in this game. Ball's up top with Park for the Angels. He's running point right now. Over to Cash on the wing. He drives, spins, kicks it back out to Pitts. Deep three, knocks it down.
Big shot.
Yeah, Pitts is a shooter. That's a big three to hit right before the end of the half, and that puts it to 24-20. So they go from being down 7 going into the half with that deep three as they're only down 4. So with that, we're going to take a break at halftime, and we'll come back with this goal ball game. Welcome back to this boys 16U gold ball game here at the Drury University in Springfield, Missouri at the O'Reilly Family Event Center. I'm Jeremy Caldwell alongside Nick Fairley, bringing you this gold ball game. We've had 2 good quarters here. Nick, it's been pretty fast-paced. HSAA ended it with a deep 3 by Pitts over here in the corner to cut a 7-point deficit to 4. Let's see if that gives them a little bit momentum going into the second half here, as Blazers kind of took control of that game in the second quarter, went up 7, and then see if that late 3 can propel them and bring some momentum their way.
Even though it's just one shot, that can be a big momentum boost just to see one go in right before the half.
Right, HSA comes out first possession, throws the ball away, immediate turnover. Cash does a good job of getting it back on their end as we open the second half with back-to-back turnovers here. Oh, good hesitation drive by Kelly. Unable to finish it, ball's out of bounds. Sanders tried to corral that rebound, just unable to grasp it. And he did a really good job in the first quarter of grabbing all the defensive rebounds and offensive rebounds, but when he went out on that little break is when the Blazers went on their little run, and since then have kept the lead. And Dolan takes over where he left off as he finishes another bucket off the glass. He's had a really good game. That gives him 10 for the ball game. And that's another deep 3. I didn't see who shot that. The ref was in my view.
Yeah, I believe it was 22 Hayes who hit that. But Dolan does a great job moving without the ball for the Blazers.
Nice little right-hand floater there by 24, Jonathan Thomas. That gives him 6 points. He has scored 1 field goal in each quarter so far here, as they take a 28-23 lead.
Good finish for Sanders. Curled off that screen, right tight against it, got himself free, and a tough finish over the defender.
Yeah, he has really good size and athleticism to play down there in the post.
Plays with a high motor, too.
Deep 3 for Dolan. And if you're the Blazers right now, Dolan's kind of been your MVP so far, as he's kind of taken over this game. He's got 13 points of the 31 by the Blazers. Blazers doing a good job of switching all these screens up top by the Angels. Cash with the ball on the wing, up top to Hayes, back to Cash. They just keep trying to run these screens up top, running some motion, trying to get something.
You might want to clear out a little bit and slip some of those screens. Try to take advantage of them switching.
Yeah, Kelly with the ball. You can see the Blazers defenders. Yeah, they fans getting into it here as Kelly turned the ball over, and then with that created a foul. That's never good as a coach to see your players turn the ball over and then right after that immediately force a frustration foul.
Yeah,
so
don't compound a mistake with another mistake.
Good drive, left-hand finish by Barron Wilson as he scored his 6 points. And then HSAA turned the ball over on the inbounds play. And I didn't see what happened.
It's just an unforced turnover. I believe he stepped over the line when passing it in.
So the momentum has definitely switched into the Blazers' favor. Deep 3 by Thomas.
Got it.
And he knocked that down. And these Bluegrass Blazers are on a heater right now. They scored 12 points to come out in this third quarter to take an early 36-25 lead.
They didn't hit any threes in the first half. Got a couple easy layups in the second half, which opened up their eyes for more threes in the second.
Good drive by Hudson Hayes there to answer that.
They needed that one.
Yeah, they needed that kind of killed the momentum because the Blazers crowd was getting into it, and you could see it was giving the energy to the Blazers players. Another deep three from the corner there. That's by number 21, Miller Wood. And they've had 4 guys have created all their points for the Blazers, and they're doing a really good job of spreading the ball around and playing great team basketball. You can hear the Blazers fan base into it as Angels have the ball and they work it around. Comes down and Holcomb draws the foul on Dolan. That's going to be his first foul. And that's on the floor, so not a shooting foul.
It's the biggest lead so far for the Blazers.
As they're up 12. Kelly with the ball up top. Coach is trying to propel his players to get going. Good job by Cash. That was a good spin move there to get that off the glass.
Good body control. He's got 9 now.
Yeah, and that's 9 points for HSA here in this third quarter. But the problem is that the Blazers have 14 because they've come out hot from the three-point line. And after that bucket from Cash, Blazers coach is going to call a full timeout. He's seen something he didn't like there in that offensive set, so he's going to call a full timeout. We'll take a timeout with him. The Bluegrass Blazers up 39-29, 2:17 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back. All righty, welcome back out of the timeout here. The Blazers coach didn't like what he saw there in that offensive set, so he called a timeout. So let's see what he drew up here out of the timeout. Almost had the back door, but that ended up being a moving screen, I believe, on number 44, Grant Brashear. That is not what you wanted as a coach coming out of a timeout, is to create a foul, and a turnover gives the ball back to HSAA as they try to cut into this 10-point lead. Let's see what kind of offensive set they've had, as Andre Cash has really been the main guy for them.
Good block. That's 4. 4 fouls on Brashear, so that's big.
Yeah, that was a good job by Sanders to, after Cash got his shot blocked, Sanders come down with the ball and went right back up with it and drew the foul. It's going to put him at the free throw line shooting 2.
Saw Thomas trying to take the foul away, showing the ref his number, but the ref wasn't convinced by that. So although Brashear doesn't have any points, he's definitely made a huge impact defensively. He does a great job with setting screens offensively.
There's 2 Blazers there. Went for the rebound, almost knocked it out of bounds, but Wood able to bring it down. Great weak side rebound by Wood there with the missed shot, but Miller Wood there with the rebound and put back.
Little force there, a little over anxious by Kelly.
And Ephraim Wood with the defensive rebound as he just come into the game for Brashear, and right immediately makes an impact getting a defensive rebound, stopping the possession for the Angels. So let's see if Blazers are going to be patient here. Another offensive rebound off of a missed shot. Dolan once again drives in and draws the foul. That foul is going to be on 22. That's Hudson Hayes. That's his first foul. That's going to be a substitution as Holcomb is going to come out and Patel's going to come in and Kelly's going to come out, and that's going to put, I believe, number 5.
35, Park.
35, Park, yep.
Yeah, HSAA needs to cut this lead under double digits, I'd say, before the end of this quarter.
That was a good-looking three there by 24. Jonathan Thomas unable to get it to go. Great defensive rebound by the Angels, and they come down. Cash gets a look from the three. Shot it a little long. Blazers pushing the ball up the floor. Wilson with it up top. Over to Miller. Back to Dolan. Dolan's done a really good job of driving and finishing today. Deep three off to the right. That's going to be a hold on Cash.
So that's 3 on Cash. So that's something to keep an eye on. He's been the leading scorer for HSAA with 9.
Yeah, he was boxing out Miller Wood, and Miller tried to get over. Great inbounds play again by Thomas on the weak side, but unable to get it to go this time. Ephraim Wood again with a defensive rebound, so he's coming in for Brashear and immediately made 2 defensive rebounds. And I believe Wilson there got panicked a little bit on the clock. I think he had a little bit more time than he thought, and threw up a one-handed three-pointer from the logo, but nonetheless, they will go into the fourth quarter up 41-29 with a 12-point lead. And let's see if we have 7 minutes to play, if they can hold on for this goal ball. We're going to take a timeout with them, and we'll be back after this. Welcome back here at Drury University at the O'Reilly Family Event Center. We've had a good game here, Nick. I'm Jeremy Caldwell alongside Nick Fairley here, bringing you live the boys 16U D1 goal ball game. That's a 8A bracket between the HSAA Angels in dark blue and the Bluegrass Blazers out of Kentucky in the light gray and red. The Blazers have really kind of have controlled most of this game since the midway of the first quarter. And The Angels really haven't had a great look there by Cash finding Sanders underneath. But they're going to need a lot more than that as they're down 10 now with 6 minutes to go. But the Blazers have done a really good game plan here.
Good steal from Park.
Keeping ahead of it, but good job by Cash. Cash has had 2 big plays here to come out to the fourth quarter as he fed Sanders for the early 2 and then got the steal in the run out on that one and gave him another 2. So that's a quick 4 points here in the first exact 1 minute of the fourth quarter. So they shaved 4 points off that 12-point deficit, and now they're down 8. And good timeout there by the Blazers, kind of settled his guys down because they've kind of had control of this game the first, after midway through the first quarter, and kind of did whatever they wanted here. And if you're the Blazers coach here, you want to see something positive and see if you can settle them down and come down and see if you can get a bucket and stop this little mini run by the Angels, because it doesn't take but 1 or 2 buckets can kind of flip the momentum of a game.
Yep, and we've seen all week big comebacks, both gyms in the 18U division. I've really been impressed with the Blazers so far, their composure with the pressure, so we'll see how they respond to HSAA's pressure.
Yeah, I was surprised to not see HSAA full court press in there, and I believe the Blazers were as well.
Yep.
I think they were expecting a full court press coming out of that timeout.
I think they might have drawn up a press break. Wild shot.
Dolan with the drive. You got to wonder if he kind of forced that a little too much. Great finish by Patel.
6 points for HSAA this quarter. None for the Blazers, and momentum is on the side of the Angels.
Yeah, they come out on a 6-0 run, cut the deficit in half as it was 12, and now it's down to 6. 5 minutes to go. Another missed shot. Another missed rebound by the Blazers.
Sanders boxes out so well on the weak side. Steal this guy completely out of the picture and then win and attack the glass. Textbook.
Yep, once again, HSA looking to cut into this lead a little bit further. Hudson Hayes with the drive from the corner. Picks up his dribble. Almost turned the ball over. Coach telling him he's okay.
Just settle down, get a good shot here. Don't need to hurry.
Get the ball in Cash's hands. Cash has kind of been the difference maker. Good block there by Thomas.
Oh, that's good patience there. He would not be denied a trip to the free throw line. Just stuck with it. Couple pump fakes, got his defender up in the air and just tried to go up and finish.
Yeah, it's going to be Jonathan Thomas's 3rd foul. It's going to send Cash to the free throw line where he is 3 for 4 for the game. And Cash has scored in every quarter so far for the Angels. Knocks down the first one. The lead down to 5. You can see the momentum starting to flip a little bit. It's a good chance here to see how the Blazers handle this adversity. And Brashear in the game right away makes an impact as he gets a defensive rebound off of the missed free throw from Cash.
He's got to be careful with 4 fouls. Make sure he's set on all these screens.
Dolan with the ball on the wing. Dribble up top. Miller Wood with the drive. That's going to be a blocking foul on Sanders. He must have slid over at the last minute.
Yep, harder to take a charge this year.
That's going to be Sanders' first foul. As aggressive as he's been in the rebounding area, he only committed that first foul of the game. Blazers have done a really good job on the inbounds plays.
Not there, though.
But not on that one as they turn the ball over, and then Dolan commits the foul. That's only his 2nd foul. Not a bad foul.
Stop the transition.
If you're the Blazers, because you didn't want to give up an easy bucket and help the momentum switch.
So a 7-0 spurt here for the Angels. Blazers just need to relax, settle down. Remember what got them that 12-point third quarter lead.
Yeah, they're down 5. Park with the ball up top. And Pitts comes running across, tripped over his own teammate, fell to the ground as the ball was going to him, and the ball goes out of bounds. So ball back to the Blazers. They catch a break there off of their turnover on the inbounds play. And you gotta wonder, they're probably gonna run a little bit of clock here and make sure they get a good shot and not force a bad one.
Definitely, they have the lead, haven't scored yet this quarter.
Missed shot by Thomas.
I've really been impressed with the Angels' ability to box out after that first quarter. They do a great job of sealing the backside. As you saw Park run out, touch a body, and then crash that rebound. Cash thought about the 3.
The glass, off the glass for Park. That's a 3-point game now after they came in 12. Blazers have been unable to score here in the fourth quarter. We got 2:45 to go.
Wow.
They went scoreless for about 3.5 minutes, 4.5 minutes here. And that's probably the longest drought they've had in the game.
Not the time to have that.
No, they gotta figure out something. You gotta figure they need to get the ball in Dolan's hand, as he's been the hot hand for them today.
A good block from Sanders. Access denied, wow.
Good job by Brashear on the weak side, but unable to hold on to the ball as he goes out of bounds, turns the ball over, gives the ball back to HSAA, and what once was a 12-point lead to start the fourth quarter, after 4 minutes and 50 seconds of play, the Angels have went off on a 10-0 run, and or 9-0 run, and they're only down 3 now with 2 minutes to go. And the momentum has definitely flipped, and you can see the players for the Blazers are starting to panic a little bit and starting to rush on the offensive side. So the if you're the Blazers coach, you want to tell your guys, you just need one stop right here. Get a stop. Let's come down, work the ball, get a good shot. Let's not force a shot. We still have the lead. We don't have to score if we don't have to, but we want to get a good shot and don't force anything. And if you're the Angels here, you want to try to draw up a good play to see if you can get a bucket, which they've done a really good job coming out of timeouts. And they've scored out of most of their timeouts today. So the coach does a really good job of settling his guys down during the timeouts, drawing up the scoring plays for them, and comes down to execution. And so far they've executed well out of timeouts. Let's see what kind of play they draw up. I'm willing to bet that they're going to have Pitts inbound the ball, and they're probably going to either get him to inbound and kick over to a 3, see if they can get him open for a 3. And there's an elevator screen. They try to get Pitts with a 3 up top, which I expected. Blazers did a really good job of closing out on that, because that was the play drew up. Once again, Pitts in the corner for 3. He scored it, but it was a moving screen by the Angels.
Interesting, HSAA has taken Sanders out of the game.
Right, and he has been the rebounding force. When they took him out of the game in the first quarter is when the Blazers went on their mini run and kind of took control of the game. So like you said, that's interesting that he's out of the game at this crucial juncture. And Blazers are content, as we had said, get a stop defensively and run some clock offensively. Oh, good finish on the left-hand side, but finishes with the right hand. That's the Blazers' first points and field goal of the second half, of the fourth quarter. And that's going to be a timeout now by the Angels as they're now down 5. Had two really good plays drawn up for Pitts to get an open 3. Blazers did a good job on the first one on that elevator screen up top, but reset their offense and had them come through an elevator screen on the left corner. But unfortunately, one of his teammates moved while setting that screen and got called for a moving screen. So once again, let's see what coach for the Angels draws up. And you got to think if Sanders was in that game, if they would have been able to get that layup there. So he's been a difference maker in the paint defensively and offensively. But not sure why he was out of the game there. Looks like he's still out of the game. And he's been their best rebounder in this game.
I think coach wants Pitts in the game for his three-point prowess. See if they set some up for the three-pointer. Don't need a 3 here.
Yeah, right now you just need
another elevator for him.
Good job by Kelly to drive to the basket to get the foul called. That foul is going to be on number 21. That's Miller Wood, his 3rd foul. But good job on Kelly seeing that the elevator screen for Pitts was not available. Drive to the basket, get the clock stopped, and see if they can cut into the lead from the free throw line.
Big shot.
Knocks down the first one. If he makes this one, he can cut it back to a one-possession ball game as they're down 4 with 1:06 to play in this 8A gold ball championship game. Knocks down the second one. He's 5 for 6 from the free throw line for the game.
You'd expect them to amp up the pressure here. Good rebound there.
Great finish by Dolan. Got the offensive rebound because of his teammates' ability to crash the boards. And that's going to be a charge by Cash. That's his 4th foul. And that's a good job. I believe that was number 21, Miller Wood, who stood there and took the charge. And after that bucket from Dolan with the quick thinking to get the offensive rebound right away, just jump up in the air and shoot that one-handed floater. Puts them up 5 with 41.6 seconds to go. They're going to come out of this timeout with possession of the ball. And you got to think here the Angels are going to come out in a full court press. You have to here. Yep. And with the foul situation, they have to foul twice before they put them on the line, as there's only 3 team fouls currently. So, Nick, if you're the coach of the Angels here, so what are you drawing up down 5 with 41 seconds to go? What's your game plan?
Well, first you got to get a steal, and if not, I believe you do have to foul. And you don't necessarily need a 3, but I'm not sure how many I believe they have 0 timeouts left, so that's crucial. They can't stop the clock on a made bucket. So they just got to get some quick buckets and quick stops, and then if they don't get a steal, they're going to have to foul and hope for some missed free throws. But
yeah.
I think you have to key in on defensive rebounds on those free throws. So as we've seen all tournament, no one's really doing that good of a job of boxing out on free throws.
Right.
So that's just crucial, and we see the full court press set up here. Got to get a steal. That's what you want.
Yeah, and if you're the Angels here, if you can't get the steal, you don't have to foul right away. You can get a tie-up because the possession arrow is in your favor.
Still, one more foul to give.
That foul is going to be on Kelly.
So next foul they'll be shooting.
So if I'm the Angels, I'm going to try to get a tie-up first, knowing that I have the possession area in my favor. But I don't know if they were aware of that. That's going to be another foul by Kelly. That's going to be his 3rd foul. And that foul is going to send Wilson to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Going to need some help here.
Barron Wilson has scored in every quarter, along with Dolan. That's a confident shot there from the free throw line. And we have an update over on the other court as the Thesa Riders were leading the whole game, and Memphis has taken the lead, and they're up 55-48 now with 2 seconds left in the game.
Wow.
So Memphis had a fury comeback here in the fourth quarter. Deep three by Pitts. And that's going to be a great defensive rebound there by Jonathan Thomas. And that's going to be a foul there.
Yep, 3-possession game. Unable to stop the clock with a timeout.
That's going to send Thomas to the free throw line. As we see Sanders back into the game, but you gotta wonder when he was out.
Yep.
Both times when he came out significant time is whenever the Blazers kind of made their run and took the lead back in this game.
Good free throw shooting for the Blazers.
And now Jonathan Thomas has scored in all 4 quarters. So Jonathan Thomas, Grafton Dolan, and Barron Wilson have been basically kind of the leaders of this team. And all 3 of them have scored in all 4 quarters. So when you have multiple players that can score in all 4 quarters in a championship game, that's pretty good team basketball there.
Yeah, just 4 players have scored for the Blazers.
Yeah, as he misses that free throw. That ball is going to be thrown out of bounds off the leg of the Blazers. Oh, they called a foul. So Brashear is going to go to the free throw line and see if he can get his first points of the game. As he hasn't had an impact on the scoreboard, but he has definitely had an impact on the game defensively as he knocks down the first one to get into the scorebook.
Now just the 5th player to score for them.
Knocks down both of them. And as you mentioned a while ago, great free throw shooting here by the Blazers.
3-pointer good there. That's Bailey off the bench.
That's going to be a foul. I believe number 15, Demoff. And that's going to send Dolan to the free throw line, so he's going to get his opportunity to shoot free throws. That's going to be the 4th player for the Blazers to shoot free throws here in this 4th quarter. And as they knock down the first one.
Great foul shooting so far. As I say that, it's a miss, and that should do it.
And off the missed free throw, we had mentioned about rebounding. And that's your ball game. The Bluegrass Blazers, your 8A gold ball champions. And they will advance and play another game tomorrow as they win 51-43 over the HSAA Angels. As for Nick Fairley, I'm Jeremy Caldwell. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow. Next game.
When my body needs relief, I real-time it. I'd like to introduce you to my knockout pain formula, real-time pain relief. Its soothing lotion is rich in nature's ingredients and helps me manage discomfort day or night. And it smells great too. From muscle strains to soreness to simple back aches and arthritis. Real-time it and knock out your pain. It works for me and it will work for you. Real-time pain relief, it's a knockout.